So today we're going to learn how to sew on a shank button. A shank button is also known as a one-hole button, so you could observe there's only one hole on the back. This button is a little different than a two-hole or a four-hole button because when you sew it onto fabric, it's not going to lay, it's not going to be flat on the fabric, it's actually going to be wiggling around. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. I marked one side of my fabric as my wrong side so I know where all of the knots are going to go. And what I'm going to do now is just mark a little tiny circle where I want my button to be. It'll act as a target for my needle. So I threaded my needle with about 1.5 arms lengths of thread, and I'm going to come up through the back or through the wrong side where I put that little dot. Okay, notice that my knot is now on the back or on the wrong side. And at this point, I'm going to take my button and I'm going to go through that one buttonhole. And I'm going to put my needle all the way through. Now here's the tricky part about a shank button. Like I said, it doesn't lay flat on your fabric. So what I like to do, I'm going to pinch, or I'm going to hold the button at an angle. So I go through the fabric and through the buttonhole, and now I'm going to hold the button at an angle and put the needle through the fabric. I'm going to pull all the way through. Okay, so when I went back through the fabric, I went right where I made that little dot. Okay, so now the tricky part about a shank button is that it doesn't lay flat. It has that shank or that plastic piece on the back, so you have to hold it on an angle in order to see where you're going with the needle. So I'm going to come up through the back of the fabric again, through the buttonhole, pull, and holding the button at an angle, I'm going to now go through the fabric, right where that little dot was on the side of the button. I'm going to come up again, through the back, through the buttonhole, pull, stitch down, through the fabric, pull, come up again one more time, through the fabric or through the back, as you can see, through the buttonhole, and then I'm going to stitch down into the fabric. So something I want you to notice is how neat the thread is behind the button. Okay, you want to try to keep all of your stitches nice and close together so they're hidden behind the button and they don't show. So at this point, I'm going to be back on the wrong side and I'm going to tie a finishing knot. I went through the buttonholes 4 times total. So now I'm going to tie a finishing knot by going through a little pinch of the fabric. I'm going to pull, and I have a little loop to go around and through. Pull. There's my first knot. In the same spot where that knot is, I'm going to go through a little tiny pinch of the fabric again. Pull. Stop right there when I have a small loop. Go around and through the loop and pull. I'm going to cut my thread 1 inch away from the knot. I'm going to check my button, make sure that it's nice and secure. So again, your shank button is going to be a little wiggly because it doesn't lay flat. You just want to make sure that it's secure. Give it a little tug. Observe the stitches on the back, and that's it.